It's currently 37 degrees outside. I mean, and the block is cold. I could put my hands all over it. Put my hand on the exhaust. My hand on the headers. She's cold. Now watch how quick this thing starts up. Just make sure it's in neutral. So you turn on the key switch, red light comes on. Alrighty, and she likes a little bit of throttle. Just like that. That's all she needs. Here she is in all of her glory. All restored up, nicely painted. Got the Gulf Racing color scheme going on. So this is Alice Chalmers orange. The wheels, I believe, were a Ford blue. And then the engine is a Ford gray. I didn't want to paint the engine like a pure white because I thought it looked a little tacky. So this has a little bit of a cream color to it. But pretty much everything on this buggy is new accessory wise. Now I didn't physically tear into the engine or the transmission themselves because they simply didn't need it. So we'll start up front, we'll work our way back on this buggy. Beginning with new parts, we've got brand new tractor tires on the front here. That's new tires and tubes, as well as all new shocks right here. Then moving further, we've got brand new master cylinders. So this master cylinder controls the clutch, and then this one is the brake system. Now this one has a really cool steel braided line that's flexible. This is just a hard line, but I got the really flexible line, so if you decide you want to move the pedals to a different position, this brake line will move. And then up here we got a modern style throttle cable here, not the crappy ones they normally come with. Brand new headlights, they're all wired up, work great. So you just turn the key switch, pull that, and they are super bright at nighttime, which is pretty cool. Now the seats themselves are not brand new. They just have plastic seats from Jags, but the covers are all new on them, as well as the racing harnesses. I got the 4-point harness. There's no crotch strap, but there's really nowhere to put one on here unless you weld one. And this is a cam lock system, so quick recovery. So you just twist that out, and all your belts come out, and then to put them back in, you just click them all in place. So this right here are the cutting brakes on the thing. So you should be able to pull one. This would lock up the right side wheel, that would lock up the left side rear wheels, and that's just to kind of help skid the thing out in tight corners. The brakes still need to be bled, so these things aren't working at the moment. I mean, if you pump them up a little bit, they'll start to work, but it's just one of those things that I never got to. I ended up finishing that Jeep restoration, and I've truly never even taken the buggy out. I mean, I probably have maybe 20 minutes of runtime on the thing. It's just I've been so busy, haven't been home with it. Yeah, when you're 4 hours away from the thing, it's hard to enjoy it. So continuing back on the thing, we got a brand new battery on it. All new wiring on this thing. There's no used wiring. That's one of my pet peeves on a build. And the transmission right here, I built a brace for it because if you don't have a brace, the thing can tip back and rip off of its mounts. And I also put in a new transmission mount right here. The new transmission nose cone and the shifter rail on the inside, these are really prone to breaking if you don't have one of these mounts on. So this is all new. This is new, heavy duty steel, so that should be really good to go unless you put something crazy like 400 horse into it. Gas tank was really clean, so that was good. It's got a brand new starter on it. Shocks back here. We have all new wheel cylinders in here. Brake shoes. So basically everything in the brake system is brand new. Master cylinders, brake lines, cutting brakes, everything's new. There's just no need to use used parts on it. So now going into the engine, this thing's got all new accessories on it. It's got the twin hater pipes out here, which is really cool. If you've seen my restoration video, I built the whole rear half of the roll cage just to make these pipes fit. And the old cage had some dents and dings in it, and I didn't really like that. We got a brand new distributor, spark plug wires, fuel filter, new carburetor, air cleaner. We've got the 12 volt upgrade to it, so this has the 12 volt alternator and the adapters to go into the original air box here. The modern style crankcase breather, so that's good. New coil, new fuel pump. So overall, this buggy has all new parts on it, and she's basically ready to rip. I'm one of those people that I always have to travel to go to an off-road park, you know, maybe at least 2 to 4 hours. So when I travel, I want to make sure that everything is reliable, everything's going to work. You don't need to bring a whole toolbox with you, because it's no fun to drive hours away, spend all the gas money, hotels if you have it, and then something stupid breaks on the buggy. So that's kind of why I go through, and I just went through the entire system on the buggy, make sure it's clean, reliable, there's no fires that are gonna start. So shifter like that. Idle's really good. She's not blowing smoke everywhere, so that's sweet. So you'll notice on the dash that there's a red light. So that tells you that the charging system is not working. And they always do that until you give it the first couple revs. So, and then just like that, she's gone. So we'll take her for a little bit of a drive, fling some mud up in the air and roast these tires.